Welcome back to the show, guys. In today's video, I want to talk about the current financial situation in UK, United Kingdom, with the pound, what just recently happened a few days ago. I want to take you back in time. I want to take you back to year 2021. We made a video regarding the cryptocurrency market crash, right, where we felt that the cryptocurrency is due for a mega correction, it's going to come down, it's not going to pump anymore. And I mentioned on the videos that I have started to exit all the cryptocurrencies. So I was all in. So those of you who are new, just to let you know that I've made all the announcements on the videos. And I still can't decide what type of channel this should be, right? So bear with me, right? Am I doing it like a vlog, or am I doing it as an information, or am I doing it as a help? My intent was to help people, right? But, you know, I'm not sure how many people found this helpful or not. You know, if you have been helped, please write something in the comment, let me know. But I've been at it, I'm just doing my thing, I'm putting the information out there. Whether you like it or not, it's a different story. Whether the videos are being watched or not, I don't check, right? I'll be honest with you. I'm not a big enough channel to go and check any of this stuff, but enough of YouTube. Let's talk about the current situation. So in 2021, around June or July, I started exiting all my cryptocurrencies, especially BTC. And I said to everyone, I said, guys, I'm not going to go back to GBP. I'm going to stay in USDT or USDC or BUSD, right? So anything to do with USD, I'm going to stay in this. And I had two reasons for this, right? Reason number one was a simple one, because I wanted to stay in USD solely so I can quickly buy any BTC dips just in case the market flips back again, right? So I wanted to be ready and prepared. That's all it was. I didn't need any funds. I didn't need anything. You know, I didn't need to pay my bills or anything. I didn't really care. I was like, okay, I'm just going to leave it there and then see what happens and move on with that. Of course, the market kept on dipping, and I bought some dips during the dips. Eventually, I said, nope, I got to wait for the bottom to pick up the rest, right, basically. And that's where I am right now. So I've literally been on my target the whole time until this morning when the market decided to pump a little bit, but that's another story, right? And the other reason was that I mentioned this on a previous video, again back in 2021, 2020, we mentioned this as well, regarding all the money printing. I even had a video talking about how Bitcoin, and I'd done this back in 2020, I believe, right? Maybe 2021, I can't remember, but it was in the like early 2021, late 2020, right? I did a video, and I mentioned how Bitcoin could potentially be worth $100,000 in 5 years, and the video is still there. I got a lot of views on it. Still there. I'm sure some people just thought I'm completely insane for saying something like this, but I had valid reason, right? And I've tried to explain this reason on other videos as well. The reason was, look, we've had billions and billions and billions and hundreds of billions of dollars, if not trillions of dollars, right? And we did go to trillions, by the way, globally, right? Money being printed. Now, if this money is being printed, then this money has to be accounted for, right? It's not just magic money, or we just print some money, it's okay, everyone's more richer. No, that didn't happen. Money was created with the intent to support businesses, support people during the crisis, during the pandemic, right? And so we knew that there was going to be some sort of a, like, you know, pullback, right? The pullback, what I'm talking about is you have money coming in, abundance of money being printed, because it's easy. They just hit a number, add the numbers, and that's it. Add a zero to whatever they have, and that's it. They've already got 10 times more than what they had. So that was the easy part. But in order to account for it, you've got to tax people, you've got to take it back from people one way or another. And that says that there was going to be some sort of a recession coming in. And of course, we've already been overdue from a recession for a very long time, and I don't want to go into that as well. But the point is we knew that all this money printing had a big impact in the future, right? Which means we were still going to pay for this money, right? Now, to pay for this money, interest has to go up, tax has to go up, all sorts of other crazy stuff has to go up, you know, inflation has to go up, right? And I mentioned that by looking at all of this, I don't think the pound's going to survive. I think the pound's going to at least break even with USD. And I'm talking £1 to 1 USD, right? So, and it's been happening for a good few years, because I remember way back in 2017, 2018, no, 2016, 2017, sorry, 2016 or 2017, right? Something like this, right? £1 used to buy me close to like $1.80. $1.80. Now £1 buys me, I mean today I think it's 107 or 108. It went as low as 104. We're very close. We're very close. And remember, once we test a particular level, we're bound to go and touch it at some stage and break it if need be. And that's what's happening. Okay, I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, it's to do with the news. Yeah, that does have some effect, but not too much that you think that, oh, it's just going to change everything. No, it's being dumped for good reasons. The people who are dumping it are probably the same people who created it. Right? It has to happen. In fact, one of the videos that's going to release, so this video I'm going to release slightly later, but one of these videos that's going to release today, I even talk about how, you know, institutions, they want control, right? How they're going to have this universal currency, right? At some stage in the future, they are going to have a universal currency. And that's going to happen. Right, sorry guys, I've just got, I don't know, itchy nose basically. Not even itchy, but it just kind of hurts here. I don't know why. But anyway, so there's going to be a universal currency coming at some stage, because that's the only solution, right? When everything goes to shit, right, what do? You got to basically then find a way to fix it. Right? You know, after something, after a problem, you have to give a solution. So here's a problem that we see. Oh, we created all this money to solve one problem. However, it's created a bigger problem. So now we need a solution to this bigger problem. The only way to resolve this is to demolish whatever exists and create something new. And that's what's going to happen. By the way, I'm looking at my glasses and they're fantastic. So these are extra active lens. This is not a sunglass, this is an actual lens, but inside the car, even today where it's kind of a little bit rainy, bit dark clouds here and there, you can still see that it's almost like a sunglass, a very light tint to it. I know I'm breaking away a little bit, but just wanted to mention this. But I'm seeing clearly, so that's the beautiful thing about this. So it's protecting my eyes and everything, but they just look beautiful on the thing. They're not sunglasses. Anyway, so coming back to the universal currency and money. So I knew that dollar was going to be like the last one standing, right? There's many reasons to that as well, and I've kind of briefly mentioned it on many other videos. The reason I think the dollar will be standing is because when you look at the World Bank, where is it? It's in America, right? And nothing against the Americans or the dollar or anything like this. Just understand, I'm being logical here, and I'm making logical decisions in order to benefit the most. So you've got the World Bank, right, which is in USA. You've got the IMF, the International Monetary Fund, in USA, right? Or better to say, like dollar. So when you're looking at all of this, and also when remember the world's current like reserve currency in most countries, right, and definitely the most countries, right? There's only a handful, I think 4 or 5 countries that don't use it as a reserve. The world's global reserve currency is the dollar. So dollar's going to be the last one standing. Dollar is still going to be a dollar, right? Of course, we know over time, right now, the dollar you earned like 100 years ago is not the same dollar now, whatever, right? You know what I mean? You get the gist, right? But that applies to every single currency because of inflation. That's all it is, right? There's nothing else. But dollar's still a dollar against another currency. That's it, right? Because every currency is valued against the dollar. And so for me, it was like the safest bet. It was like the safest bet. I was like, wow, I've got to stick into dollars because 1, it's the safest bet. 2, I have easy access because I have a USD. I don't have a British dollar, a British peg, right? You know what I mean? A British peg coin. I don't have one. I know some people have created them, but it's not available and it's not usable everywhere. So I needed a universal currency. For me, it was the USDC, BUSD, and USDT. Those were the safest bets, right? Depending on which exchange I'm using, anyway. So I did that, and exactly as I believed, I'm not going to say predicted, pound started to drop. And I remember back in July or June or July when I exited, a pound used to buy you $1 used to get you 72 pence. Currently, $1 gets you 89 pence. So if you do some maths on this, right? 72 to 89 is 17, right? 17 pence better off just by sitting on dollar. I've made 17 pence per pound. Wow, in a bear market, that ain't a bad deal, right? So that's what's been happening, right? Anyway, now here's the part that if you have stuck on to this video, you really want to watch, or you really want to listen to, right? And listen carefully what I'm about to say. So the whole global currency everywhere, all over the world, everything has to crash and everything has to reset, one form or another. Now, whether we have a universal currency today or in 100 years, that's irrelevant, right? Right now, it's irrelevant. What's relevant is when all the domino pieces fall, right? And you got the last one standing. It's set up to fall, right? The last one standing is the US dollars. But we also know that US dollar is going to go to crap as well, right? It's got to crash, it's going to reset. And they've already mentioned how they want to get their own digital dollar, the Fed coin, or whatever coin they're going to call it. Obviously, people are coming up with many different names. But the point is it's coming. It's coming. Whatever it is, it's coming. What's going to happen to USD? Is my USD going to be safe? I can guarantee you no. So all the USD I have now will have to be converted to something else. And I'm betting to convert it and taking a risk, heavy risk, right? But I'm going to convert it into crypto. This is not a financial advice to none of you, right? The reason I want to convert it into crypto, and very specific crypto, by the way, so it's not every crypto. No. All the alts, they can go to hell. I don't really give a damn about alts. I've always mentioned to you, I don't give a crap about the altcoins. Altcoins are altcoins. You pump and you dump, full stop, right? If you're not part of the pump, well, bad luck to you, because you're going to be the bag holder, right? Altcoins are there for only one purpose: pump and dump. And of course, unless you're using their platforms or the utility, then you're going to use it for utility. You're going to pay whatever. But other than that, altcoins, when you're talking about monetary, when you're talking about making money, they're all about pump and dump, right? So obviously we've got we know the money's going to collapse at some stage, and this is me kind of not doing a prediction, not a projection either, just giving you a theory, my own opinion. That's what it is. So don't take this as a financial advice. So we know all of these are going to crash. We know the dollar's going to be the last one standing. But when that happens, if everybody else doesn't adopt dollar, the dollar has to go as well. Unless they come up with a solution before that, which I think is going to be the most logical thing that they're going to do, is come up with a solution before it crashes, right? As a replacement, instant replacement. They have to do that. They need something fast, rapid, right? And they're going to do this. And I think they already finalized all the works because whatever digital currency USA is working on right now, whatever Fed coin or whatever you're going to call it, I think it's at the last stage, because recently they gave the job of quantum resistance or quantum proofing to MIT, Michigan Institute of Technology. Quite fascinating. So you wouldn't go to that stage unless you already have a product. You don't just think about doing something. You have a product. I've got a feeling they already have a product. I think testing, demo, beta, gamma, all done. Alpha, beta, gamma, right? It's all done. So they're now doing quantum proofing. Great. So we know it's coming. So that's for sure. So as I said, I'm going to move over to crypto. Now, crypto-wise, the ones I'm picking, I'm cherry picking a little bit, right? Out of all the 21,000, probably even more coins, because we can only go by what's on the coin market cap. But believe me, there are hundreds of thousands of more cryptocurrency sitting there that haven't even been listed. Believe me, because I know, I have a few. Don't worry, they're not openly on the market. But what I'm trying to say is, there's a few on the blockchains, but you won't see them on any coin market cap, right? These are mostly for test and for jokes, but I've never released them. So, ooh, it's raining, guys. It's raining. Ooh, heavy rain. Anyway, I think the rain sound is quite nice. So, the coins that I'm going to be cherry picking, right, literally, are going to be blockchain coins. Now, I've mentioned this before as well. I'm a massive fan of blockchain coins. I believe that if regulation, laws and whatnot come and this and that, the first to run are going to be your altcoins. Are going to be, obviously, the scammers. They're going to run first. And then the ones that are useless, they're going to run second. And then probably the ones that are trying to be anonymous, they're going to run third. And other people who can't comply with laws, they're going to be obviously shafted by the governments and laws and whatever, lawmakers, right? So the ones that are going to be standing are going to be the blockchain coins. Why? Because blockchain, a lot of people kind of underestimate what they are, right? You've got decentralized blockchains. Pretty much all of them are decentralized at some stage or another, right? They're only centralized by the way they're being mined, so they can be centralized by the mining capabilities, in my opinion at least, right? And so what's happening is you have all of these blockchains who are technically decentralized, and the more decentralized they are, the better they are, in my opinion. And they are so any blockchain with a native currency, that's its coin. Like Bitcoin is native currency. Can you build other coins on Bitcoin blockchain? Yes, in the future you can, right? Because there is there is development going on to build smart contracts. But would I bet on the smart contracts? No, I'll stick to the main coin, right? Like Ethereum, I'll stick to Ethereum, but I wouldn't go for the altcoins that are built on Ethereum. Does that make sense, right? So, as I mentioned earlier, they're just a pump and dump. So that's what I'll be looking into. Actual blockchain native currencies. I think they have a higher chance of survival, and I've mentioned this before as well on another video. So that's my plan. It's risky, very risky. What says they're going to survive? Nothing, absolutely nothing. But I have enough sufficient data telling me, right? When you look at the markets, when you look at your news, you see it all around you. It's telling me money will crash. And what happens when money crashes? Think about it. Well, people will say, "Oh, I'm just going to go buy some land." With what? Your money's crashed. Isn't that what we're talking about? Right? When everything crashes, what are you going to use? Think about it. You're going to use your gold bars? Good luck. Who's going to buy your gold bars? Okay, we've got a merchant or someone who wants to buy your gold bars. Great. What's he going to pay you in? Think about it. It's logic, guys. It's logic. When money goes to crap, what are you going to get paid in? I'm going to sell my property. And do what? Oh, I'm going to put it into land. And do what? Plant potatoes? That's right, you can have chips for a little bit. Get the point, right? So I need something that I know that will be, it's going to be volatile, but it's going to be stable enough for me to kind of cushion my losses. So yes, I might lose 20%, 30%, 50% of my portfolio. But that's better than losing 100% of my portfolio or getting stuck with my portfolio. Does that make sense, right? Because if I buy land, and no one's there to buy it, I'm stuck with it. If I buy gold, I get stuck with it. Because I thought about, unless someone's accepting gold as payment, great. But if you've got a gold bar, how are you going to use that to pay? I mean, unless you start getting some shaver or something and shave off some gold and pay with it. It's not easy, guys. So yeah, I think crypto is going to be king in that sense, and I'm definitely looking forward to that. But yeah, other than that, I hope this video made sense. If it doesn't make any sense, perfect, because that's the whole idea. Because if it doesn't make sense, then you ask me questions, and if you do, put them in the comments and we'll talk about it. And you probably hear me say something quite funny. A lot of people may have clocked and may have not. I usually say where there's a will, there's a, sorry, I usually say where there's a way, there's a will. Now, there's a reason behind this, right? It should be where there's a will, there's a way. Where there's a will, there's a way is what you control. Where there's a way, there's a will means there will be a way, and you have to have the will to go and fall in line and be in control of that. Take that with you. Adios, my amigos. I'll see you on another one. Take care.